Hiking Peak 4403 and the Pinnacle. From Interstate 210 in Lakeview Terrace, take the Osborne Street exit and continue north on Little Tujunga Canyon Road. In 7.3 miles, park at Dillon Divide and hike north at the locked vehicle gate. The difficulty rating for the hike is moderate. The hike begins. Forest Road 4 and 35 goes north and then bends to the east. Taking the high road to avoid dipping into the canyons. The trail gets narrow in a few spots. Approaching Peak 4403. The base of Peak 4403 is right at Highline Saddle, about 2.8 miles into the hike. Reaching Highline Saddle. Leaving the saddle to go up to Peak 4403. It starts out steep on a use trail. Slow and steady progress up the ridge. Closing in on the peak. Approaching the summit. Mendenhall Peak is in the background, being the next peak over. On the summit of Peak 4403. A visit to nearby Mendenhall Peak is possible by simply continuing along the ridge line. Instead, I descended the same way to continue to the Pinnacle. Going back down to Highline Saddle. Back at the saddle. Taking the west side embankment toward the Pinnacle. The route continues along a use trail. Looking back at Peak 4403. Approaching Peak 3873 along the ridge. On top of Peak 3873. That's when the pinnacle comes in view. Closing in on the pinnacle. The pathway gets overgrown. The final push is very steep. Reaching the shoulder of the peak. Approaching the summit. On the summit of the pinnacle. Elevation 3,836 feet. The victory shot. Looking down the south slope, but not finding a descent route. Leaving the summit. I doubled back on the ridge, but was determined to find a shortcut back to the forest road. I dropped to a lower saddle on the used trail. With the forest road in view below, I did a short cross-country descent. Despite being short, it took a long time to go through the thick brush. Returning to 4 and 35 at last. Clear sailing the rest of the way. Mission accomplished.